Richie Ruckus beat.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Richie Ruckus. We are back here today. It is Saturday, June 15th. We have a brand new pair of sneakers. I'm going to hit you with that unboxing, that review, and we're going to get into an on-foot look. It is a beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Philadelphia, so we're definitely going to get out into the elements. We're not going to be confined to the sneaker room for the on-foot like we were for the black Yeezy 350 V2 that I did earlier this week. So I'm very excited to get out in these streets and break out this on-foot for you guys. These dropped this morning globally, I think maybe yesterday to UK, and some other places over in Europe may have gotten them a day earlier than us. Shout out to the good folks over at Lapstone and Hammer. These were a first come, first serve, no raffle necessary. And when I got there this morning, there was barely a line. I got there maybe at like 9:45. They opened at 10. There was maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, at the most 9 other people in line. There was no camping out for these. I don't think these are really a hype-driven sneaker. I think the general public is kind of over the sneaker model, which is good for me. And it's a sneaker model that I love. It's a sneaker model we've reviewed heavily on this channel. I am not going to take up too much more of your time. You know the drill. Let's get a glimpse of these warlocks. We have the Yeezy 700 V2 in the Tephra colorway. There is not much to be said about the sneaker other than the colorway is extremely dope. And I know, as aforementioned, as previously stated, a lot of people are over the 700, and it's crazy that most 700s that are dropping now just sit. There were still some of these sitting at Lapstone well after I got my pair. You know, I go in there, I bullshit, I talk with the staff and stuff, so I'm in there. It's never just an in and out process for me, as you know, I'm in there a lot. But a lot of people were coming in, and I seen people of all shapes and sizes, all sneaker sizes get in there. I didn't see anybody turned away is what I'm getting at. So there was definitely an abundance of these. And the Vanta and the Analog, they also, you know, took a little while to sell out. I'm not even sure if the Analog is completely sold out everywhere. I don't think you have to pay resale prices for the Vanta or the Analog. And that's crazy because the Analog was a V1 model. I mean, I could see the V2. You know, a lot of people are, you know, as new as this sneaker model is, a lot of people kind of show their allegiance to the OG model and kind of sleep on the V2. I myself, you know, do prefer the OG model, but I love my Geode V2. I passed on the static V2, as you guys know. I did a review. I got them for Niasia, but I just really think the colorway on this is dope. It's got a gum bottom, so you know the gum bottom boys are definitely in the building. It's got a very top of the line quality suede throughout the upper. There's some mesh as well as some nylon. And there's nothing really new or groundbreaking about this model opposed to other 700 V2s. And it's just, you know, I don't know if the mass production or if the hype just really isn't there anymore. I mean, I know Kanye says and does some crazy ass stuff, but I feel like in the past, that never really hurt sneaker sales. So I do think it is more of an overproduction than a boycott on Kanye. The triple black 350 V2 that dropped last week, they sold out. I mean, there's none of them sitting around anywhere. The resale is still commanding in the 4s, I think. And like I said in the previous video, though, I think if you are patient, the prices are going to come down. And, you know, in other Kanye news, the 350 V2 Bread, which you've seen in my last video, I was wearing them. And they're one of my favorite Yeezys. They're supposedly getting ready to re-release in the fall. So I think you're going to start seeing people panic and people feel that they got to unload these sneakers. So the Bread V2 price may come down because they're like up in like the 700s, I believe, for my size. An 8.5, I believe, is definitely in the 700 still. But as far as sizing, I would go true to size, maybe creep up a half size. I wouldn't recommend sizing down at all. They definitely have a snug type feel to them, and I just think overall it's a dope colorway. As you guys know, the 700 probably is my favorite Yeezy model. I know the 350 V2 is kind of oversaturated. People are kind of over them as well. But when you drop a fire colorway like that triple black one, and you know, you do the triple black reflective, and you know, we got the, I believe it's the Lundmark, however you pronounce it, is getting ready to drop in July. You know, they're still selling, and I just feel like, you know, a lot of people are going to regret sleeping on these. The one thing I will say is that I feel like Kanye, he does put some color, some pop into his sneakers, and I feel like it's just, whether it's just the Yeezy line as a whole or when he releases the sneakers, yeah, sure, he dropped the glow in the darks and the clays are vibrant. But I feel like it's summer and he puts out fall type colorways. I just feel like he's kind of like ass backwards with his releases. Like, this is definitely a sneaker I could see myself rocking September, October, November, December, all through the fall. Same with like the Geode, same with the Mauve, and you know, so on and so forth. I just feel like he drops a lot of neutral colors, which I'm a big fan of. I like kind of, you know, I can go both ways. I can either wear a very, very loud outfit and then just wear some very subtle neutral sneakers, or I could wear like a jet black outfit and throw on some crazy sneakers. Like, you know, a lot of people can't pull off both styles. A lot of people don't appreciate or like to have a palette that is vast like that. But I feel like this is a sneaker that, you know, maybe dropping right before summer's officially here. I think summer starts this week, the 21st, 23rd, somewhere around there. And you're dropping like a tannish gray, black, gum bottom sneaker. I just feel like these would be more suited for a pair of camo pants and a hoodie than, you know, a pair of cut-off jean shorts and a t-shirt. That's just my personal opinion, my preference. But overall, I do think it's a dope sneaker, and I do think, as much as I show my allegiance to the V1, and as much as the V1 is one of my favorite sneakers and one of, you know, my more worn sneakers in my sneaker rotation at the time, I feel like the V2 doesn't get its due respect and doesn't get, you know, the recognition it deserves. It is a very comfortable sneaker, and I feel like more people should be wearing the V2. And I feel like it's just crazy to me, because I feel like, as far as his other sneakers, yeah, the Turtle Doves and the Pirate Blacks and the Oxford Tanes, they're held with such high regard. People still really, really mess with the V2, where I feel like the 700s, you see so many people in all of the colorways of the OG version of the Yeezy 700, and don't see as many people rocking the V2. Like I said, it's just my personal opinion and what I've seen to notice, you know, in and about here in Philly. I mean, it may not be the case worldwide or, you know, throughout the United States, but I just feel like here locally, I see way more people rocking the V1 than I do see rocking the V2. Well, that's it. Like I said, there's really nothing more to say. We touched on sizing. We touched on the color blocking scheme. They didn't really switch up the materials. They didn't switch up the styling of the shoe. There's no changes aesthetically to the sneaker. I think that's pretty much it. This is a sneaker that you either love it or you hate it. I don't think there is a middle ground as far as the 700. I'm not going to take up too much more of your time. Enjoy your Father's Day weekend. Go grab yourself a pair of some dad shoes. We're going to go bang out this on foot. I'll be back next week with some more videos. But until then, I'm Richie Ruckus. Peace!
The number you have reached, 911, has been changed.